Hello, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on two hops. One is Scraptember for the entire month of September. This is a hop hosted by the Scrappy Sisters and Laura Alberts. I have the set of prompts. I'll pop those up here in the corner for you. I am also celebrating with my friend Shannon over at Creative Chaos in Tennessee. We're technically neighbors since I live in Kentucky. Congratulations, Shannon, for getting 500 subscribers on your YouTube account. I know how excited you must be for that, and I just want to congratulate you and celebrate with you. Now, Shannon gave us some prompts as well, and it is to use flowers and bling since those are her favorite things. And I have done that, sort of. I don't have everything pulled just yet. I have flowers, I have photos, I have a piece of white cardstock, and then more flowers and stuff. So on the Scraptember prompts for September, I don't think I'm going to manage a video every single day this month because I'm going to be gone for almost a full week at the beginning of the month. And when this video airs, I will actually be at We Create 2023 in Springfield, Missouri with the Scrapbook Generation team, having a grand old time scrapbooking with a bunch of wonderful women across the country and world. So for Scraptember, I am going to try to do hearts from the 6th, a long title from the 7th, scraps from the 8th, and stitching for the 9th, which is today, September 9th. I have my flowers and bling set aside for Shannon's hop. And let's talk about my scraps, because I do have scraps. So these are items that I fussy cut from one of my recent counterfeit kits. So I have these two pieces of scraps, this scrap. I also have, I mean, if you want to look at it as scraps, this is leftover stickers from that kit. These are leftover stickers from my August kit. More leftover stickers. And then I've got some new stuff here as well. And some more scrappy pieces here that I'm going to try to use on this layout if I can. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and we're going to get started. I'll be right back. So the very first thing I want to do is I want to add some color onto my white cardstock, and I am going to do this by mixing two of the blues from my brand new watercolor set. These are liquid watercolors that I have put into a paint palette, and the numbers that you see beside them are the numbers off the tubes of the palettes or the paint, so that I can refill the palette as I use up a certain color. This is a great way to get more colors into your stash, and I love that I have the ability to mix and match. These colors are actually really cool, and I can link them down below if you're interested. So as I said, I'm just going to be mixing some blues up here together to create a color that is closer to the one in my pattern paper. So I know that I'm going to be cutting the larger pattern paper that you saw at the beginning of the video into a large circle to use as a large photo mat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the packaging technique to put some color around where that circle is going to end up. Initially, I thought I would use the blue side of that pattern paper, but off camera, I decided that I wanted to use the wordy bit side instead. After letting my background dry a little bit and taking the time to use my Cameo to cut the circle, I'm going to go ahead and adhere that onto my white background. And I'm also going to open up this bling. Both of these pieces, packages of bling came from Tuesday Morning, and they're both from older collections of bow bunnies. I really love the flourishy bling, and when I see it on clearance or even on sale, I try to get some. I don't have a whole lot of it left because I've taken to using it up pretty well. So again, I made a change halfway through my thought process. Initially, I was going to use the striped side of that piece of pattern paper on my layout, but the stripes and the words didn't look great to me, so I decided to use the floral side instead. So there's one set of florals for Shannon's hop. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use this scrap of craft paper to mat each of my photos of my daughter. Now these are photos of my daughter taken for the first day of school this particular school year. I believe this is 2016. We homeschool, or rather we did homeschool. I'm actually currently retired from homeschooling. I graduated that baby this past school year. She is going to be 19 at the end of this year. So anyway, we homeschool, so we don't take pictures in like the first day of school traditionally like others do. We just kind of take them posed on the porch or in front of a tree, or whatever I decide I want to do that school year. So that's what those two photos are. You might have noticed that my border there in the middle of my circle, of course, it's not a continuous piece, and I'm going to go ahead and run each side through my banner punch, and I'm going to create a double-sided banner for this layout. I'm also going to be making sure that I overlay my photos in the middle of that banner so that you can't see it's not one continuous piece of pattern paper. Once I adhere my anchor point of this circle, you're going to see that I went off camera and I stitched around my circle, and that meets the stitching requirement for Scraptember. Now I'm going to layer up 2 more banner pieces on top of that, so that I can use some more scraps. And of course, since I've used quite a few scraps already on this layout, that meets the requirement of scraps for Scraptember. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some fun foam on the back of my photos, which apparently I have lost, and I am now searching for them on camera. They were buried to my right underneath a pile of embellishments, not too deeply because I found them rather quickly. I'm going to adhere these with the liquid glue, mostly because the ATG tape doesn't hold down that fun foam very well, but also because I know that it'll take it a minute or so to dry, and it'll give me time to kind of scooch the photos back and forth as I layer stuff underneath them. I'm going to start with this set of flowers. I kind of want to see where I want it to go. But then I'm going to move it, and of course you saw that I stuck the bling under there. So that meets Shannon's other requirement, bling. And then of course you can see that I use the fussy cut flowers. I'm going to set a blue piece of bling underneath the lower right hand corner. And as you see, I just kind of scooched that photo a little bit, and I'm having a little bit of trouble with this particular set of bling. It was sticking to my fingers a lot more than the orange one did. But I get it on there okay without ripping it. That's always a worry. I think Christine Harden showed a really cool technique once, and I need to find that video and re-watch it again so that I can see what that technique was, because it was a really cool technique that she used to keep from messing up your bling. So my other Scraptember prompt is to use a long title. And what I'm going to call this is Homeschool Life, taking home life from that Hip Kit set of phrases and using the letters from this Jen Hadfield Flower Child collection to do school. And then I'm just going to layer them up below my photos to create my long title. had wanted to use both of those larger fussy cut flowers on the layout, and I'm not going to be able to because it covered up too much of the photo and covered too much of the bling, and so I just kind of pull in some of the smaller fussy cut flowers, and now I'm going to add a little bit of hearts and other little bits and pieces to this layout. Next, I'm going to search the sticker sheet and I'm going to see if I can't find another flower to put on there. I really want to use that large sticker. Again, it's just too large, so I go for a smaller one. And it's nice because instead of being yellow, it's blue, so it gives you a little bit of contrast. I'm going to add a couple more hearts because that was another one of the Scraptember prompts, was to use hearts. So I think at this point I've got all of the Scraptember prompts on here, as well as both of Shannon's prompts. And I'm feeling pretty good about myself at this point for combining so many prompts onto one layout. I'm still kind of auditioning bits and pieces here because I wanted to add some more stuff to this layout and use a little bit more of this collection. This is a collection that I thought I had to have, and then when I got it home I was like, wow, I'm not really sure you should have bought this collection. It's going to be hard to use, but the layouts I've created with this collection so far I've really loved. So I'm going to take these older afternoon or October afternoon label sets. I'm going to layer them up so that I have a place to put some journaling. I'm also going to take one of the smaller labels to put down there on the bottom to use as a place to put my date. I know that I want to cover up the word number on that label, so I pull a flower off the sticker sheet, and then I see that cute little bird, and so I'm like, that'll look really nice on the layout too, so I pull that off and stick it up there too. Alright, I got my layout finished. I do want to take the time again to congratulate Miss Shannon on reaching 500 subscribers on her channel. That is an awesome accomplishment. Thanks for letting me celebrate with you today. I did get your prerequisites of flowers and bling. And then for Scraptember, I got stitching, a long title. I got hearts and scraps. So I got several of the Scraptember prompts all in one layout. I hope that others don't mind that I did that because time is of the essence, and I'm still enjoying my newly returned soldier from this latest deployment. And so my time at my scrappy table is a little limited, and that is okay. I'm still getting stuff done, and I still want to participate in many of these hops. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. That's located down there below my video. Check out my description box below to see who is participating this month in Scraptember and to see the list of hoppers for Shannon's 500 subscriber celebration. I do enjoy all of the comments that you guys make below my video, so if you have any comments or questions about any techniques that you saw me use in this video today, drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. You have a great rest of your day. Bye.